Hey everyone, just wanted to come on here and make a quick little update for the price action that we saw recently. Basically, in my last video, I talked about my short position that I took right up here at this golden pocket, and I talked about some scenarios that I was potentially looking for, one of them being a move back down to the value area high of this previous range before another move higher. And at the time when we came down to this level, we actually didn't touch off the value area high because the value area high was a little bit lower. When I adjusted for this bit of price action, it moved up a little bit. So I guess we did technically touch off of it, but we didn't hit the value area high, at the time, which is why I didn't end up taking a long position here. I was actually looking for a little bit lower. I was looking for us to come down to that value area high, which was like right around here, I think. And, we ended up front running it. So I guess we did technically retest the value area high of this range. Also, this area was just the previous highs of the range. So I was expecting this to be support for us if we came back down. But, what happened since then is pretty interesting. We did come up and put in a new high here. As we put in that high, coming back up into the golden pocket, we formed some pretty nasty bearish divergences here on the high time frames. This is on the 4-hour time frame, and very clear bearish divergence with both the wicks and the candle bodies. We got a higher close as well, and so this is a very clear bearish divergence here. Even with the money flow, it seems like we put in a divergence there. If I just put a horizontal line on top of this money flow back here. So this is a pretty nasty bearish divergence. And, originally I was kind of thinking that we could be breaking out of this sideways range, right? And if we came back down to retest the highs of this range, that we could end up getting another move higher. Potentially back up to the highs of some of these previous ranges, like right up here, maybe like somewhere around these highs. But the bearish divergences that we're seeing is kind of making me think we're going to fall back down into this range. You can even see the bear divs on the 6-hour, on the 8-hour, even though, money flow looks better on the 8-hour. Even coming down to the 1-hour, just looking at direction here, you can see clear direction down in the momentum. The money flow is also trending downwards. So, yeah, I'd say this is looking pretty bearish here, and we're just now printing, a 1-hour red dot. So, yeah, I'd say things are looking as if we're probably going to fall back into this range again. And, if that happens, I'd say the first target I'd probably have would be the point of control here. And, this isn't just the local point of control. It is also the macro point of control of the larger range that we are trading in. So, yeah, I'd say, if we are going to fall back into that local range there, then we might see a move down to 19,150. Come back to retest the point of controls, maybe even the lows of this local range. But we have the golden pocket coming in right around that point of control as well. The 618 is right above that golden pocket, or the point of control. Yeah, I'd say if we're going to lose this value area high right here, not saying we have to. We could, still come down, maybe hold support on it again. But if we're going to lose that value area high, I'm probably going to be expecting a move down to this area. We also have a naked daily level right above the point of control. So, we may find some support on the way down, but probably my main support target is going to be the point of control. Then probably the value area low and macro value area low. The macro levels are lining up very nicely with the local volume levels. So, we got the value area low area down here, point of control area right here. We do have some very clear bearish divergences as we broke out of this range here. So, that leads me to believe that it's probably going to be a fake out, and, we'll probably end up trading inside this range again. Maybe, we start forming a range on top of this range. Could see that as a possibility, but, we do still have some, pretty bullish looking signs on some of the really high time frames. The daily, the 2-day, the 3-day. Money flow and momentum are looking pretty good. I mean, seems like we're topping out on this daily momentum wave here, but it's not the strongest. You can see the VWAP sort of curving to the outside, showing, a little bit of lack of strength to the bear side. But the 2-day is looking, pretty good here. The 2-day money flow is increasing still. I could definitely see this momentum wave turning around and just continuing upwards. Looking at the 3-day money flow still hasn't crossed to the upside yet, but it has been increasing pretty steadily since we've been inside this larger range. The weekly money flow isn't looking the greatest, but we do have an anchor and a trigger wave on the weekly time frame with money flow in the red, which is historically a very bullish sign for Bitcoin. I still am open to the possibility of us, now breaking this sort of downtrend that we've been in and maybe starting to slowly crawl our way up, potentially up to the highs of this range again, maybe higher. But I'd say in the short term, unless we, start seeing some really bullish signs down here at the value area high, like, maybe a bullish div here, come down, take out those lows, put in a lower low here, and maybe see some bullish divs on some of the lower time frames. Unless we see something like that, I'm probably going to be expecting us to lose the value area high and start trading inside this range again. But again, we could just form a bull div here and then absolutely rip again. The higher time frame money flows kind of make that possible. You saw when the 2-day money flow started really trending upwards, we saw, lots of upside pressure. So, yeah, who knows? We could rip again. I guess we did technically retest the value area high, so I am still open to that possibility. Now, I am in another short position here. I'll quickly go over what happened with my trades. So, I was in a short from right up here at the top when we tested that golden pocket with the bear divs on, the 1 hour and down, basically. I entered a short right up there. And I took a lot of profits out down here near the value area high. So I secured a good amount of profits. And then when we came back up to retest this golden pocket, I added a little bit into my position, which moved my entry down a little bit. And this is a good example, I guess, of why I like to move my entry or move my stop loss to my entry no matter where it is. My entry moved down a little bit, and so I had to move my stop loss down a bit. I didn't want to keep my stop loss up above here because then I'd be risking some of the profits that I just made. So, and it was the right move because if I had kept my stop loss where it was, I would have gotten stopped out anyway at a loss, probably. So I, got stopped out at a profit because I moved it down to my entry. Overall, it was a good trade, and I was actually able to enter another short right here because I saw the very clear bearish divergences on pretty much all the time frames. Now it wasn't just the 1 hour and down, it was the 12-hour and down. So, we were seeing bear divs across pretty much all the time frames. So that was a very clear trade to take for me. And I got a little bit of profits taken out, stop loss at the entry, because, we could still just come up, make another higher high, form some more bear divs, and, then start trending down. That is still a possibility. So, yeah, I got this short locked in again. And first target's probably going to be the value area high. And then, maybe the point of control. We could see a move all the way down there, which would be, that'd be a decent move right there. But anyways, I think that is everything I wanted to go over today. Thank you everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. And I will see you all in my next video. Peace.